just want to spend a few minutes of my friendship with Sanjay, because that actually, people can have ideas. Everybody has ideas. Ultimately, ideas require somebody who is a leader who executes. And it's really an inspiring day for me today to be here, because even though I have founded another not-for-profit, Indica, I have not had an anniversary celebration like what is happening today yet. Even though I look at governance structure, I look at reporting and all that. But the minutest detailing that Sanjay has done to bring together this anniversary celebration is another example of his exemplary leadership. And I just want to reflect on Sanjay and myself, how we started our journey. In 2000, we were investors in one company. We didn't know about it. We probably spoke about it. Then we reconnected in 2015. And fortunately, it was we both were on the board of this company, and he's also part of a mail group. So we have a interaction with each other, which is very deep. And at every board meeting or every conversation, he is always focused on, if you fix the economy, you'll fix everything else. And I am focused on, if you fix the culture, then you will fix the economy. So we come from very diametrically opposite views of the spectrum. And this is this thing about brand India and how we should promote Indian enterprises. We've been having various conversations at different points in time. And it's just a beautiful baby, so to speak, that both culture and business are coming together in this enterprise. This idea, even though it was germinated long back and we're working on it for a few years, actually took off only because of Sanjay. I actually reached out to him and said, please mentor me and come on board. But I just couldn't handle it. It was just not possible for me to do two things at the same time. And he readily agreed to come on board last June. And since then, within 3 months, he set up a fantastic team. And over the last 1 year, you have seen the kind of the narrative arc of all the programs that he has done in terms of mentorship, Arohana, business plan competition. Any of these things he has done, he has set an example of what it means to set up a not-for-profit in terms of the value system, in terms of governance, in terms of accountability, in terms of just leadership. So I will leave the vision and all the other aspects and what is that's already on record and the conversations to others on today. But I just want, perhaps for the first time on Zoom, I want to do a standing ovation to my dear friend Sanjay. So with that, thank you so much, Sanjay. You have no idea what it means of what you have achieved in such a short span of time. I'm really, really grateful to you. I'm also thankful to all the members of the team, Arunima, who has joined us first, then Vidya, Chitra, who has volunteered, Abhishek, there's so many volunteers, Aniket, all of them who have come together under the leadership of Sanjay. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hari. Thanks so much. Sanjay, over to you to share our proceedings in terms of what you've managed to do in the last year.
Yeah.
And share the corporate video as well.
Yeah. So thanks very, very much indeed, Kiran. I think it's a real pleasure to be able to be in a position to be able to steer something like this. And it's a fabulous opportunity. And the sense of mission is so overpowering. It is so inspirational that everyone that we spoke to willingly agreed. I noticed Kailash and Anchal are also here. Hi guys, how are you? Thanks so much for making time for this. And And everyone who has come on board has felt the need for something like this. It was a long overdue moment. So there has to be a season, there has to be a reason, and an idea whose time has come, pretty much, as Victor Hugo said. And so I think it kind of exemplifies, echoes all of those emotions, ideas, actions. And so I am really grateful, I'm really thankful to be given an opportunity to work with all of you and to be able to make a difference of some kind over the past 12 months. It's been the effort of so many people. We have done a lot of great stuff, and I don't want to keep belaboring all of it. What we have done, therefore, is we've created a small video, and I will ask for your indulgence as that video is played. It's about 6 minutes. So not something you probably have bargained for while logging in on a Friday afternoon to watch a video, but this is something that all of us are part of, and it's something for all of us to feel good about. And hopefully, after the video will essentially tell the entire story. So there's no need for me to keep belaboring the point. So I'll now click onto the video and we get cracking on it. You can watch and hear now?
Yes.
Take yoga, for example, an $80 billion global industry. We do not have a single India yoga brand. We will pay $6 to $8 for a Starbucks to have turmeric latte, but we will not pay any money to have a haldi doodh.
It started as a journey way back in 2005, 2006, when I was first exposed to modernist cuisine, modernist Indian cuisine, where the chefs have been able to address the Western palate without losing the grammar, but using the form and using the creativity to cater to the Western audience. That's when the understanding that we need to how do we promote our Indian culture to audiences. We should preserve, protect, and promote our culture. The way to do that was to think about our culture in terms of a product or a service or an experience, that we need to think of ourselves as entrepreneurs. Sanjay is a very old friend. Now, Sanjay is very much focused on the economics of it. On the other hand, I'm focused on the culture. Nice coincidence that we have come together to address both the issues, to address the business side of it, the economic side of it, and to address the culture side of it.
So it all began about a year ago. So the objective of NICEorg is to be a catalyst for creating an ecosystem for a thriving set of Indian cultural enterprises.
Well, because the time has come, and we from India have to realize that this new class, this creative class, this conscious class that is there, that is wanting this consumption of all these things, we have a lot to offer. We encourage entrepreneurship, these 5 focus areas that we have.
We're building the community through 3 programs. One is called NICEorg, which is a regular series of, it's a knowledge series, let's say, of workshops and people from the industry talking about various trends. And we have enterprises which were chosen as part of the NICEorg business plan competition.
After winning the competition, we were able to raise our seed round also, and a lot of angel investors invested in us.
Winning the Arona, 3rd place in the Arona competition also brought us more recognition from industry.
So we applied for the pitch competition and business plan competition, and we got lots of feedback, detailed feedback. We also got assigned a one-on-one mentor who would go over slide by slide to really help you in improve and refine your pitch. And then at the pitch competition, I had the opportunity to pitch to some of the people that I deeply respect and admire for a really long time. So just having FaceTime with Sanjay from Fireside Venture was literally game-changing.
And then we have Nice Mantrana. Nice Mantrana is all about closed-door mentorship.
Mantrana has helped us concretize our thoughts, helped us ideate, formulate, tabulate, and bring a vision into a business.
I think Nice Mantrana program is one of the best programs. The entire program is so well laid out.
Then we have the Nice Samvad, where we have industry leaders talk about long-term trends.
So, when Sanjay told me about the idea of NICE, the mission of NICE, really impressed. Societies and our traditions, right, can actually be extracted and commercialized and taken to the communities and market using science and technology innovation. We will partner with everybody and anybody as long as they have the same goals, same values, and same code of conduct.
Craft forms are not only famous in India, but are famous across the world. And these entrepreneurs, like anyone else, require a lot of mentoring, a lot of support, a lot of guidance in not only building their enterprise, but also in scaling it and ensuring that they are actually doing something which is socially good.
There's very, very strong affinity to build something that is of Indian origin. We want to discover, of course, a lot more entrepreneurs. We want this presence both domestic as well as international. Very local and who are in tier 2, tier 3 cities, they should be able to access. 50% of our entrepreneurs in the community tend to be women.
So they've come up with various programs, there's panel discussions, and there's so much value addition.
Coming from a cultural enterprise background, we are otherwise excluded in the startup world.
So I used to always feel as an alien. Here, it was very approachable, it was very friendly. And the way they began supporting us or probably even recognizing us. We need organization like NICE who really would help us to build our leadership.
After NICE, I feel that I have refined my pitch and more confident in it. And ready to take on this round of funding. And we need catalysts like NICE
in nurturing these budding entrepreneurs and ensuring that these cultural enterprises can take India to the globe.
It has to nurture entrepreneurship, cultural entrepreneurship. It has to have an angel network. It has to be an advocacy body with the government, not just in India, but around the world.
So thanks. So, the whole exhortation of that video is to come join the mission. So I hope it gave you a sense of who we are, why we began, what we did, and what we intend to do. So with that, I'll hand you back to Vidya to carry on with the proceedings. Vidya? Vidya, are you there? Oops, he's dropped off.
Don't see him.
Maybe he's got a power outage of some kind. Okay, what we've also done to commemorate the past 12 months, let me just step in for Vidya. What we've done in the past 12 months to commemorate that, we've approached an organization called Sankalp Taru. So these guys are a not-for-profit organization. They plant trees for the environment and on behalf of individuals, organizations, and others who wish to commemorate particular events and anniversaries and so on. So we took that opportunity and we planted a tree, one in Hyderabad and one in Bangalore. So I will let me just see if I can dig out the things, because the Sankalp Taru notes, I think Vidya had it with him. So this is a tree that was planted. This is a sapling one. There's the second one similar to this has also been planted in Bangalore. We have the GPS locations, lat long, etc. of the tree, the name of the specific the plantation where it is, and all of that. And over time we will see the sapling grow and hopefully become a big, strong tree, in line with our own expectations of what NICE will turn out to be. And so that is kind of a commemorative gesture from our side. And we hope that this symbolizes the planting of deep roots and the growth of NICE itself. So thank you all very much for helping us achieve this first anniversary right here. So now, is Vidya back?
Yes. Hi, Sanjay. Bit of
hi, Vidya.
outage. Yeah.
I thought as much.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks, the planting of trees has happened, Vidya.
In Hyderabad and Bangalore.
That's right.
Thank you. So, thanks so much, Sanjay. Thank you so much for the lovely video and the kind gesture to plant the trees. This whole 1 year when we're celebrating, we have to acknowledge the contribution of so many people. In fact, it's the coming together of the NICE community of various friends. So, as a token of appreciation and gratitude, we've issued an acknowledgement of contribution to various volunteers, interns, and our own employees. And we've also mailed a gift voucher to all of you. And I like to call upon some of our volunteers and thank them. First on the list is Chitra Iyer. Thank you, Chitra. Snigdha Kundu, Bala Girisabala, Abhishek Mukherjee, Aniket MJ, Sulesh Kumar, Nandita Venkatesh, Arvind Govindan, Sridhar Pai. And we also like to acknowledge and show our gratitude to our mentors, without whom our pilot, NICE Mantrana, in association with GAME, wouldn't have taken off, wouldn't have been complete. So I'd like to thank Sri Vijay Ladda, Sanjay Prasadji, Dharma, Sridhar Mahadevan, and Vaidi. Thank you so much, guys. And also, it would be only appropriate to share our gratitude for all the interns who came and chipped in. And a certificate of contribution has been mailed to you guys, along with a gift voucher. And I'd like to recognize Pragya Joshi, Rucha Tigle, Divya Sundar, Nishant Manoj, Atikur Rahman, Akhil Anant Narayan, Nihal Mohammad Mashar, and Pranav Rao. Thank you so much, guys. It's so much fun interacting with you and working with you. And last but not the least, I'd like to thank my colleagues at NICEorg team, Arnima, Umakanji, Nikita, Kotiji, Srinivasji, and Tejas Dalvi for all your continued support and cooperation and getting us to where we are today. Thank you so much again. And now I'd like to call upon our board members to share their thoughts and views. I'd like to call upon Suresh Chukapalli.
Is Suresh there? It confirmed. So Suresh, I haven't seen. I thought he had confirmed. I haven't seen him around.
Is Ravi there?
Don't see Ravi Narayan either. So okay, let's move on then.
Okay. So now I'd like to call upon the board of advisors to share a few words. I don't know if Preeti Ji is there. Okay.
Jerry Rao and Ananta are there. I can see that.
Yes. Yeah. Van, do you want to start up the proceedings? Please go ahead, Van or Jerry.
I'm waiting for the senior to go.
Jerry had to drop off because of his internet. He
Okay.
just sent a message.
Okay, then, thank you so much. I mean, I think from the passion and sincerity with which Harikiran thanked Sanjay for his stellar efforts, I must say that it is very gratifying to see that both from the video and from Sanjay's remarks and from Vidya's thanking of various volunteers and the showcasing by the entrepreneurs themselves of what NICE has done to them. It's been very nice to watch. So in that sense, it is a matter of pride to be at least vicariously associated with this wonderful initiative. And I think over the last 6 years since I have come to know of Harikiran, he has been systematically sort of trying to expand the footprints of ethos and also building up the ecosystem in multiple dimensions, from commerce to art to spirituality, etc. This is a very systematic initiative which we seldom see from other people who express similar interests. And it can come only from someone who has a clarity of mind and also a roadmap in his head. And it is good that he has friends and associates who help him translate that vision into reality. It is also a matter of somewhat of a disappointment to me personally because of COVID and the travel restriction that Singapore has, that the participation of the advisory board has got limited to Zoom screens and felicitating the team from a distance across the screen. And my sincere hope is that in the coming days, months, weeks, and years ahead, we are able to play a more active role, and we see that this ecosystem grows into something that creates thousands and thousands of budding entrepreneurs, and some of them turn into India's not just digital, but digital, cultural, spiritual, commercial unicorns. And I expect NICE to be the driver and even the locomotive of this transformative change that I am very confident that NICE would felicitate, inspire, encourage, and support. Back to you guys. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be part of this. My best wishes for the 2nd and the 3rd and the 50th and the 100th anniversary of NICE. Back to you.
We'll all be very, very old then. Voilà.
One of the NICE entrepreneurs will find an elixir that keeps us going all the way.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Van. Don't know if Jerry is back. Okay.
Sanjay Kapoor is there.
Okay. I'd like to call upon Chef Sanjay Kapoor, who is part of our Industry Export Council, to share his thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been listening, watching, seeing. I must admit that I'm not completely immersed into it. I'm part of it. Sanjay was very kind to bring me in a few months ago, and I can say that I've been sitting on the side, and my contribution has been very little, but I can assure that the thought, the concept in my mind, it's not that I may not have been working for NICE as an organization, but the thought as such, I've been working towards it at least more in the culinary side. But other than that also, a few years ago, my brother started something, but that was more on awareness, and it's called Bhartiya Dharohar. And that's the whole goodness for Indianness and across cultures, and we get into many different things. So I'm very pleased to see that the interest that is there, it's growing. There's a large group that is there. So I would say that this is my induction into this. Today's my induction into it. So thank you very much, and I can assure that my contribution, I would try to make it as meaningful as possible. I'll try my best. Thank you.
And December 3rd is when we will have to we'll reach out to you.
Thank you. Thanks. I mean, as and when Jerry appears with this better connection, or any of Ravi or Suresh comes on, we will also get them to share their thoughts. In the meanwhile, I'm also very happy to announce, as part of our ongoing efforts, to foster an ecosystem nurturing entrepreneurs and enabling investments. We forged a very interesting partnership with Venture Intelligence to bring out a nice sector investment report. And thanks to Arun and his team at Venture Intelligence, I'd like to call upon Arun to share a quick few words on the NICE sector report itself.
Thank you so much, Vidya, and thank you, of course, Sanjay, for getting us involved. So,
Arun, for some strange reason, you're looking like one of those poltergeist characters in a Spielberg film.
Yeah, I know the video looks blurred to me as well, so I'll probably either kind of mute my video and unmute, but let me just carry on in the interest of time. The bottom line is that Sanjay seems to be a common connect among so many of us, and we had Ananta speak at our flagship conference, that is at Venture Intelligence, a few years back, like he said, very much in person. But we've been missing our own conferences as well, Anand. But yeah, as soon as Sanjay mentioned, Sanjay has been somebody who's inspired and has been formally, informally advising Venture Intelligence for almost 20 years now. Said you should partner up. He doesn't say these things lightly. He's somebody who thinks and really win-win. So, personally, I can resonate with the inspiring mission at NICE. The Indic is something that grows on me. Probably I'm kind of reaching 50, and probably because of that, more Indic than previously. But bottom line is that, Sanjay thinks win-win. And so I started looking up NICE, and, the key word that jumped out at me is sustainability, right? And when you talk about such partnerships, you look at, who's behind on the other side, and clearly that, came home. And being a 20-year-old, home brand, brand ourselves, homegrown in that sense, the key focus on demand, that word I actually, underlined from the NICE website, and that points to that sustainability factor, right? So clearly, what's in it for us at Venture Intelligence, the timing, Sanjay talked about that right at the beginning. It's really coming at a time when there is a clear rise in interest among commercial investors who form the backbone of Venture Intelligence's, audience base in terms of, our subscriptions and our data products. In that sense, they are showing a strong interest in supporting brands, Indian, otherwise all flavors, and we all know about, all the D2C and the whole momentum behind that. So the timing is again very key, and therefore we are quite excited, even though that sounds like a press release line. We look forward to partnering with Vidya, Sanjay, and others in the team in the months and years ahead to put out quite a few exciting reports. We'll start with 2 and then, kind of take it from there. So I'm quite confident there's going to be lapped up by the community out there. Thank you so much, Sanjay, and excited on the journey forward.
Thanks, Arun.
Thanks, Arun. Thanks so much for kind words. Before I get the members of our community to share their thoughts, I just want to take a couple of minutes of your time and launch our NICE Angels initiative. Essentially, it's an initiative to bring together investors who are keen to invest in emerging enterprises in the culture space. So, I think you can see the presentation, Brian? So, yeah. So, we covered all of this, in terms of doing a business plan competition, and then we had an expert jury and a selection committee, and then we narrowed down to top enterprises who came through in the growth and the early stage category. And we're very happy to announce that 3 of the cultural enterprises, Indic Inspiration, Ayurvedam, and Rhapsody Music, have all received fundings from NICE Angels. Thank you so much. As part of our ongoing initiative to build cultural assets and building brand India, why NICE Angels and what kind of investors we want? Essentially, we want more such companies to be funded in future. All right, the investor could be anywhere from 5 lakhs to 50 lakhs. Right, and why cultural enterprises now? This clearly changing demographics right now. There is also this element of authenticity and purpose-led. And last year, Google Trends report clearly says that proud to be Desi is the #1 trend. Right? In the NICE sectors, we have 5 focus areas. As you know, food and beverage, health, wellness, and beauty, fashion and accessories, home decor and furnishings, and experiential tourism. All these are large sectors, right? And we're seeing a growth of NICE enterprises in all of these areas. And then being digital everything and the onslaught of D2C brands, things are becoming a lot more easier. And needless to mention, sustainability and natural living, we have a strong credo and a strong tradition to support this thesis. There is a real tailwind behind us in terms of growing investment in the NICE sectors, right? Be it in terms of investments or even exits that have happened over the last 4 or 5 years or so. So, you're probably familiar with a lot of these interesting brands, be it Jaipur or Just Herbs or Mama Earth, just to support our own ideas. So how can NICEorg help? We do curated deal flow, right? Every quarter, every 3 months, we bring in a set of enterprises to pitch for various investors, all right? And then we ensure that there's a lot of due diligence support that goes in through our partnerships and business alliances. And we handhold through the entire process, and we also ensure that there is an exit after all of this effort that has happened, right? So with that, I want to shift back to focus on our entrepreneurs, and you'll get continued communication from us in terms of what's to be done, and we'll reach out to you in due course. So now I'd like to take the opportunity to get some of our NICE entrepreneurs talk, followed by NICE partners. So I'd like to start with the ladies first. I want to start with Anita of FemBuddy to share a few words, followed by Suvarna.
Hey, hi. That was putting me on spot. Firstly, thank you so much. And Sanjay, I think that was the first communication I had with Sanjay to be part of this. Thank you so much. It's been amazing. First of all, when I came in, I was just wondering all this about cultural thing was a question mark in my mind. But as I went through the program, I think it made a lot of sense. I also remember, I've been in multiple mentorship programs. It's another concern of mine of eating away time. But needless to say, I think as Hari mentioned, Sanjay thinks through everything before he puts it on. And I think that's exactly how it has happened. Thank you so much, Sanjay, for having me as part of this whole thing. Thank you very much. Of course, the team is fantastic. I think looks and feels the vision of Sanjay and is part of it in every form. Again, thank you to them. Vidya and Arunima, and it's been awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Now, before I end is our mentors, right? My mentor has been Mr. Sanjay Prasad, and I couldn't have asked for a better mentor than anyone like Sanjay. So it's been so, I think the good part of the mentorship is that they understand us. It's very hard to get a mentor who understands an entrepreneur, what they're going through. I think that has been such a pleasure, and thank you so much, Sanjay, for it. It's been really helpful. I owe you come back and talk to you on certain things that has happened for us. And of course, it wouldn't be fair if I don't talk about Vijay, because the many things, I think I can go on with whatever has been done. Thank you so much, guys. I'm sure this is just the first beginning of the year, and it's a lot more to go. The cultural side, for sure, I have a lot of my friends in this space, and I know what the struggle they have. But putting this together and with the mentor programs and hand-holding us when we need, I mean, it's not really something which is a classroom kind of a session, but when you need is the crux of the whole thing that you guys are putting together. Thank you very much. It has I think I am part of this, have been part of it, will be, and in future as well. Thanks again, and it's a pleasure to be part of NICE, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Thanks so much for your kind words. Next, I'd like to invite upon Suvarna and Vinay of Tamala to share their experience.
Thank you, Vidya. It's needless to say, it's been a pleasurable journey with NICE. Very nice journey that we can think of. I may be repeating some of the things Anita was saying, but I think it's amazing that such a platform, such a has come, and hats off to all of you, the team, and Vidya and Sanjay ji and Vijay ji for guiding us through. I think we both still owe assignment is due from our side still. So I don't think we get the course credits yet. But yes, I think as cultural enterprises, the challenges we face are different from any other business. So somebody who recognizes that is itself a godsend. Because wherever we have turned to for mentorship, our actual challenges have not been addressed as they have been here. So that's the whole differential between looking for guidance, mentorship, even investment otherwise. So investment, we believe, will come later. But, providing that guiding light where we are stumbling and how we need to tide over and cross over, whether we have to cross the rock or walk around it. All these things are, they seem small, but they are big as challenges to an enterprise. So many thanks to the team and for all the guidance and mentorship. And yeah, thanks again. It's been an amazing journey. And I don't think these relationships are temporary. I think we will maintain this for a long time to come.
Thank you, Suvarna. Thanks for the kind words. Vinay, want to add? Thank you. All right. Okay. So, I saw Abhilesh of Ayurvedan. I don't know if Sandeep or Abhilesh is still around. Okay. I think they must have dropped out. Subhashish, do you want to share your thoughts? Subhashish of Nutty Fox, solopreneur, founder.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Vidya. I think it's an absolute honor and a privilege to be a part of, this session itself, firstly, to start off with. Secondly, I'd like to say that, I said it the other day as well, when we were talking last week, that 95% is hard work and 5% is luck. And 5% is the reason I reached and got connected to NICE, right? And it's been an absolutely amazing journey. Interacting with everybody, starting with Chitra, Arunima, Sanjay, Vidya, everybody. And I would say that the mentorship session, the sessions have been so amazing, right? Thanks to Sanjay Prasad. Sanjay has been an amazing mentor. He clearly listens. He loves to talk, but he makes so much sense that you go back with a lot of information, right, which you can actually implement. And thanks to his time and the effort, as a solo entrepreneur, I think it's extremely challenging. And I found a great team thanks to NICE. So thank you again, Vidya.
Welcome, Subhashish. Appreciate your kind words. Now I'd like to call upon some of our partners who are present here to share their thoughts and views. Venki of NSRCell. Hi, Venki. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks very much. Again, we're relatively new to this partnership, but I do know IMB has a longer history with NICE. We are excited, especially given that we have had several ventures in the past through our several other programs who had similar sort of India-centric focus, but we have not looked at them in that lens. We had looked at them like any other venture, but I think having this network of support, I think is a fantastic thing, and I'm very happy that we'll be part of this. Looking forward to many more years of our partnership. Good luck, Sanjay and Vidya.
Thank you. Thanks, Venki. Thanks. Appreciate your kind words.
Thanks, Venki.
Hey, Kanchana from Game. Hi, Kanchana. Are you there? I just saw you some time ago.
I think she's logged out.
Oh, okay. All right. I'd like to call upon Dr. Priya Rao from Avantika University. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Vidya, and congratulations to everyone from the NICE team. And we are happy to say that we are entering into a collaboration with NICE on this day today. And I guess the journey forward will be very exciting. And we wish to see many entrepreneurs from Avantika who have been mentored by NICE. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Priya. I'd like to call upon Vijeta of Tide Bangalore, also to one of our earliest collaborators and partners. Thanks, Vijeta. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much, Sanjay and Vidya. It's always a pleasure to do some wonderful work for the ecosystem and community. Hi, Subhashish. Nice to see you also. By the way, Subhashish has been a dear friend for over 20 years now. Love your product, love your snacks, and it's really good stuff. And yes, Vidya, what matters is that what can we keep doing? How can we keep adding value to these wonderful founders and entrepreneurs? Your journey is great. We've known each other for so many years, and it's so phenomenal to see you wearing this hat. So I wish you also all the very best. And of course, Sanjay is part of our board. He's been a great supporter and mentor to so many of us. So looking forward to making more great collaborations, partnerships, outreach, and everything else that matters for the community. Thank you so much once again.
Thanks, Vijeta. Thanks so much for your kind words. Also like to call upon our mentors to say a few words, starting with Vijay Ladaji. Vijayji, yes.
As always, you never give me time enough for this to catch me there. It's been a different learning for me. I've been mentoring on various platforms otherwise, but this has been a different learning for me. Primarily because people I got to interact with here were too much heart into the culture. And I come from the business side. So for me, I need to see the business part of it. So aligning those two formats together of keeping your heart on the culture and your brain, your mind on money, business, and balancing these two things is something that is new for me here, learning it here and trying to give some weightage to culture, but not ignoring the business part of it. It's been a good journey, good learning so far. Just 1 year. Look forward to many more years of this work happening. Thank you, Vidya, Arunima, and Sanjay, of course, who has known me otherwise and has pulled me into this. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call upon Shri Sanjay Prasad, another stellar mentor with us, to share his thoughts.
Thanks, Vidya, Sanjay, Vidya, and everyone at NICE. Congratulations. So yeah, a little different, as Vijay said. Most of us are so caught up in the tech side in Bangalore. Most of my portfolios have been, but came across there, and that's thanks to Sucharita at CWE. She on this call, I can see her. And that gave me an introduction into a different aspect on the cultural side of enterprises. It's been fun working with Anita. I think she had some amazing early success. Says NICE bought her the luck, so Anita, you can rub some of that luck back to NICE for us, right? So that went well for her. Fun working with Subhashish and her both. What is interesting is, they come to the table really open. their mind is open, they're willing to hear you, willing to take, whatever little bit of knowledge that you have, we take back and they put it to good use. And of course, we get to learn a lot, right? As I've always said, I end up learning more than I give, I always feel. So now I know a lot about the food side of the business, especially the healthy snack, and a lot about what Anita told me on the Fem Buddy woman-led healthcare program. So it's been good, great interacting, great to get to know Vidya, Arunima, Chitra, and some of the other people at Game. And of course, I've known Sanjay for a while. So I wanted to add what Hari said is, it's a well-structured, well-process-driven, well-oiled machine. And I think it will grow from leaps and bounds. And I look forward, as Vijay said, to stay connected over the years and continue to work with you guys in any way which we can. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Sanjay and Vidya. Back to you, Vidya.
Thank you. Thanks, Sanjay. Next, I'd like to call upon Dharma, who's also a founder of Impact Shore Academy and a big supporter and mentor of so many other startups. Dharma, over to you.
Thank you, Vidya. I've known Vidya for now nearly 30 years or so. We go back a long time. We've been together, we've grown, seen each other grow in various peers, and we've had professional engagements on many fronts. It's very different and interesting in this opportunity. And thank you, Vidya, for reaching out and giving me this context of about NICE. And what got me even further was when I saw that mail saying Namaste. That was the first hook as a cultural thing. And it was interesting from that point onwards. And it was fabulous meeting with Sanjay and interacting. I then got into this mentoring program. So as Mr. Hari mentioned, it's very well structured and to the T it is planned. And the way Arunima had put forward the structure to it with the details given to us before we get into a mentoring meetings, with all the details available. I don't have to look for any emails or anything. It is readily available with us. And so that it's refreshed. We're able to spend quality time with the entrepreneurs. So that's the structure and the way beautifully organized. So it makes it easy for us. And interacting with the entrepreneurs has been fabulous. It's more of learning than giving, but it's a mutual give and take. You learn from each other. So we wear a hat as mentors. It is not that we come with a magic wand and we're going to create some magic for the entrepreneurs. It's more like listening to them, understanding them, to be like more of a sounding board, and then ask certain questions which can guide them to do to take certain decisions that can propel them to go further. So that has been the way with which we've been approaching, and it's been a great journey. And I do hope that, and each of the entrepreneurs who've been there are at different levels, and some of them are solopreneurs, some of them are are funded and going at a fast pace, but yet there is some inquisitiveness, something to learn and progress. So it's been great. Looking forward to a wonderful journey together. Wish all the entrepreneurs best of luck and in their progress and in their journey. And wish NICE and all the other partners like Game and whoever have been involved in many meetings, and we've had active interactions and the pre-interactions, the post-interactions also been immensely valuable. So thank you so much. So thank you, Vidya, Arunima, Sanjay, for putting together this wonderful thing. Looking forward to a wonderful journey. Thank you.
Thanks, Dharma. Thank you so much. Appreciate your kind words. Next, I'd like to call upon Sridhar Mahadev. Sridhar is ex-CFO of Times Group and ex-CFO of Kanta Media. Sridhar is also a NICE angel, and he's been instrumental in putting together a lot of interesting stuff around finance and accounting. Sridhar, please share your few words. Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Vidya. At the outset, congratulations to Sanjay, yourself, and the NICE team for achieving so much in 1 year. I mean, it's unbelievable. From what I've seen and heard, it's quite a bit. My association with NICE has been through a chance conversation with Vidya. while I saw what NICE had to offer, particularly from the culture side, the 5 categories, and that's something which was very close to me and my heart as well. And I thought, if there is a network which can really support the cultural entrepreneurs, it has to be something where I have to be associated as well, and that's what got me, attached to NICE. It's been a brief while, but I'm finding it quite interesting, a learning experience, as well as some platform where I can also share some of my experiences. It's also been great in terms of introductions. I think Vidya has introduced me to a lot of entrepreneurs as well. And I've also listened to the Samvad sessions, where I think very, very different perspectives is what one can gain out of it. So overall, I think from what NICE is attempting to do to bridge a gap of supporting cultural entrepreneurs, which I would say are generally underrepresented, I think the first year has been a brilliant effort in creating an ecosystem for that. And kudos to NICE team, Sanjay and Vidya. And I'm sure there'll be many, many more associations. And all the very best to NICE and the partners and the entrepreneurs.
Thanks, Sridhar. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate it. And now I'd like to call upon Vaidi, who's also one of our key mentors, again entrepreneur with Again Drinks. Vaidi, look forward to hearing from you.
Hey, thanks, Vidya. And, you caught me by surprise. I was not prepared for this, but so, I've been mentoring a lot of startups. I used to mentor a lot of startups for several years. And to be honest, I stopped doing that because one of the conditions to be a mentor is that you have to be an old man. And I didn't want to be that. So I stopped being a mentor and actually became an entrepreneur, and turned down most of the requests for mentorship. When Sanjay reached out to me saying, can you please be a mentor, the problem with Sanjay is that he's a very nice guy. So very hard to say no to him. So I said, okay, Sanjay is a nice guy. Let's do this and see how it goes. And to be honest, my contribution as a mentor has been very, very little. I did have one session with some of the entrepreneurs who are on this call yesterday. And what I can now share here is that the conversation, the questions that came up, I suddenly realized that it's helping me as an entrepreneur learning a lot. And being a mentor and an entrepreneur at the same time is actually quite good, because a conversation yesterday with I think 7 people were there, or 5, 6, 7 people were there. Arunima was there. And many of the questions helped me think about my business very differently. And so I'm now very happy to report to all of you that instead of mentoring, I'm actually getting mentored. And therefore, Sanjay, thanks a lot for providing me all these exciting mentors from whom I'm learning. I'm hoping they're also finding the sessions useful. And also always wish you and all the entrepreneurs good luck and Godspeed. It's been such a fantastic venture and such a great name. Thank you so much for having me part of your group. Bye.
Thanks, Vaidi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vaidi. Yeah, thanks so much for kind words. Now, I'd like to call upon members of our community to come and share their thoughts as well, starting with Chef Thiru Tringana Sambandhan, based in Manipal and heads the Welcome Group Hotel Management Unit at Manipal. Thiru. Okay, I think he'll come back in a bit. Till the time he comes back, I'd like to now call upon Chitra. Chitra has been one of those earliest people who've been part of the NICE initiative and has been crucial in setting up a lot of our content, marketing, outreach. Chitra, I would want you to share your thoughts and your experiences, please.
I wasn't expecting this at all, Vidya. So I have, you caught me unawares. Well, to begin with, when I happened to read the charter, I think it all began there. It resonated very highly, and without a doubt, it is a cause worth working towards. It is a cause that needs to succeed, and it is perhaps the best possible way for us all to throw our weight behind India, its culture, and of course, our entrepreneurs. So when I read the charter, I think it was the immediate thought was, how could I possibly contribute? So I just came on board, and because I knew Sanjay and he introduced me to the team, I of course knew Hariji also from before, and it's been great. It was a great opportunity to meet different kinds of entrepreneurs and all the other people who are associated with NICE. It has been a pleasure featuring many of them. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Chitra. Thank you so much for kind words. Is Snigdha here? Snigdha, hi.
Hi, yes.
Yes, Snigdha. Thanks for being here. Please share
thank
your
you
thoughts.
so much.
Yes.
I was also not expecting this at all, but it's just so wonderful to see the celebration of the work which has been driven by the NICE team and the mentors and of course the entrepreneurs over the past year. Like Chitra mentioned, I'm extremely enthused about the vision as well, and really look forward to the journey and contributing to it through the years. Congratulations to everyone who has been associated with NICE over the last year, and it's wonderful to be a part of this family.
Thanks so much, Snigdha. Thank you. I appreciate it. Also like to call upon Arunima. You know, she's been the first employee of NICE to share her thoughts and experiences.
Thank you, Vidya. This was again a surprise, like everybody, but I would really like to firstly thank Hariji, Sanjay, you, and the entire team. I was talking to somebody today morning, and I just said that once a team at NICE, always a team member, no matter how much you're associated, how much you're contributing. We just are glad to have you. And it's as much of a celebration for everybody than it is for us. So yes, so I'd like to wish everybody happy 1 year of association, and we really hope to grow with you. I've learned a lot personally, speaking to so many entrepreneurs today. And though we started working remote, it really doesn't feel that way. As you know, everybody seems so connected, and I'm glad all of you could make time to be with us today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arunima. Sanjay, there are so many faces here. Some I wouldn't recognize. I would request you to call upon members of the community whom you've known through a long association to share their thoughts.
Myself. Aniket, are you around? Aniket, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Aniket. A few words from you, and you've been an important person, part of the NICE journey. So if you can share a few bits. Yeah.
No, I appreciate the opportunity. I think I spoke to Sanjay probably a month or two after NICE was launched, and I didn't realize it was such a young organization back then. But I think the excitement that came with it was also to set up things from scratch. I think the last few months I haven't been as active as I would have liked, but not only did I enjoy the time working with Sanjay, Vidya, Arunima, Chitra, and a few others, but it's also sort of, I think the experiences that I gathered from there continue to sort of help me in my day-to-day job as well. So really appreciate the opportunity. Happy to continue staying involved in whatever capacity. And yeah, I mean, I think the reason why I got in was the same reason that all of us are on this call today. I mean, we believe there is a position for India or for brands to come out of India and have a global presence, and I'd love to play a part in whatever way possible. So thanks a lot, and great to see this, and look forward to more such opportunities.
So Bala is coming back in. He's here to take another call. Meanwhile, let me then call upon, let's see, Rubaru Walks, who's again part of the NICE Arohana business plan competition. I don't know who's there from Rubaru. Hello.
We have Anchal, Sanjay.
Anchal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Sanjay.
Hi. Wonderful. Welcome. If you can just take a minute or something to just share your thoughts, please.
Yes. So, of course, for us, NICE has been one of the best things to happen at one of the best times. You started just around the pandemic when, for us as a cultural startup and especially in travel space, trying to bring people together with India as they are traveling, it was a nice boost for us to really think through how we should progress, and also made us think differently about our work in comparison to how it was before. So yeah, a big thanks to the entire initiative of NICE, and may this initiative help a lot more people and many more ventures so that this entire sector kind of grows. So yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks Vidya Shankar. Thanks Sanjay. Thanks Arunima, Chitra, everyone who has been there for supporting us not only through mentorship and funding opportunities, but also PR and all the other things that come with it. So thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Anchal. Thank you. I notice Preeti Sani is here as well. Preeti, a few words, please, from you.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm going to be off video because I'm actually out on the road. So I'm delighted at the 1-year anniversary mark, and congratulations to you, Sanjay, Vidya, who I've not met, and everyone else in the team. I think what's been fascinating for me about the NICE journey is that it's almost playbook perfect. How should a startup start? And it started with this most amazing charter, and all of us learned about your vision and the mission you were on. And I think we all bought into the plan, the story, the vision, and the way momentum got built and everything unfolded has been nothing short of terrific. And I think in some sense you're modeling what startups ought to be doing. And I mean, that of course doesn't surprise given the team that's at the helm. So the little part that I played at the beginning, it just felt so great to be contributing in a small way. And I think I want to echo somebody else's words. I couldn't quite catch who it was that said so. But the fact that we have before us an opportunity to create the Made in India type of brand, and it's not, nationalism, but it's a very different kind of opportunity. It's this cultural symbol that we can all, in some ways, leave our mark upon across the 4 verticals you've chosen is seriously something that moves us on and kind of invigorates us to be part of your journey. So my best wishes to every single startup and to everybody in the team, and look forward to many more great milestones.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Preeti. I think you played an important part in talking about branding and all of those things in the early days, and it's increasingly becoming obvious that that's a very, very important area for companies and cultural brands in particular to focus on. Now let me call upon, let's see, Srividya, do you want to say a few words? She's an entrepreneur with Bala's here again. Bala, are you there?
Yes,
Bala
yes,
said-
Sanjay, I'm there.
Okay, first Bala, then Srividya.
Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, congratulations to everybody here for actually coming together on a beautiful initiative like this. Like so many of you, my first foray into this is when Sanjay just called me and said, look, I'm kind of contemplating on this, on something like this. And then I was really hooked into the larger picture of the vision of what NICE is. And then I spoke to Hari, and I was hooked even more. So Hari, actually, I would say standing ovation. I mean, I can stand for you now, Hari and Sanjay. Standing ovation for both of you for really bringing us all together on a mission or a path where each one of us have
bad
been
way to get exercise, Bala. By standing
3 times.
Thank you.
Right. So, but it is so heartwarming to bring everybody together, because this is a latent desire of all the people who are here, except that you guys have expressed it in a specific form, which is what I really enjoyed being part of this. I met Sanjay. Sanjay is probably one of the first person I met after I came back from the US, and since then, in some form or the other, we've been in touch. But I was very happy also for the opportunity that this actually created a context for Sanjay and I to work together. So I was very fortunate and grateful for that opportunity. I will continue to be part of the efforts here, even though not as much in terms of my time commitment, but definitely there are great plans. What we have just now done is scratching the surface. I totally share the larger vision in terms of how we are planning to take this forward. We can build, a really big ecosystem in terms of bringing the entrepreneurs, the investors, and mentors, and everybody together and create something really meaningful and valuable for our ecosystem. And thank you very much for letting me be part of the journey here.
Right. Thanks, Bala. We have you on tape now, so you can't wriggle out.
Somebody said, I think it's Vaiti who really stole my words. He said, Sanjay calls, and how can you say no to Sanjay?
So you better not learn how to say no. Thanks a ton, Bala. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure.
Thank you. I'll call Srividya, Sridharan.
Hello, very
Hi,
good
Srividya.
afternoon, everybody. I hope all of you are doing well. I am so glad to be part of this nice community, and I've had the opportunity to have interacted with Mr. Sanjay Anandram, and it's been such fruitful discussions that we have had in terms of he been helping me out in my entrepreneurial journey. I'm fairly, you could say I'm a baby, I've just begun my entrepreneurial journey. And I've also had the opportunity to interact with Arunima, who was so patient enough to, give a hearing to what I was saying in terms of the challenges, etc. NICE is such a wonderful, concept to promote brand India, culture India, and it's nice. I can say call it a catalyst, which I'm sure would be driving the brand India and giving us the global footprint, whether it's from the hospitality or any other cultural aspect of India. I think NICE is a great catalyst and a wonderful opportunity for many budding entrepreneurs. And I hope to be part of the NICE journey for many more years to come. Thank you so much for this wonderful initiative.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Srividya. Now let me call upon Tejas Dalvi to say a few words, and then follow up with Kailash to share a few thoughts. Tejas, are you there? Doesn't seem to be around, is it? Kailash, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, please, if you can just share your thoughts, please.
Yeah, so thank you, Sanjay, for giving me the opportunity. I was part of NICE Arohana business plan competition representing mega stores. More towards that, the moment I found out about NICE, right? It is the first thing I knew that, I have to be part of it, whether representing as part of my startup or more towards it was a kind of a volunteer or, part of this organization. Because I kind of connected so easily, and I knew that what is the mission, and this is actually much needed organization. And I also started taking over some email thread also that this is how you reply, and I've done that. So I kind of feel very close to the email community, and people are replying and so on. So here I would like to definitely share that coming from technology background, if NICE team has any work or anything with respect where I can volunteer, I'll be there to support the entire NICE team with the technical expertise. At the same time, I'd like to also add on all the experts, mentors as part of the Arohana competition or otherwise, and especially on the email, a lot of good content that we are sharing. I'd like to acknowledge that many times when we send out emailers, we feel that whether people are reading or not. And I'd like to give you feedback that all of these contents are very useful. I read it every time you guys send it out, and I've also taken some help where Arunima has sent out some programs. I think Zamsters were part of it. Many such actually programs were really helpful, and things are very practical. Right now we're all sharing things, but I would say for us as a startup also, it has helped a lot, like connecting to various resources. And I'd like to share finally that whatever it is going forward, I'm gonna be continuing part of the organization in whatever capacity I can. So I'm always there for all you guys. So thank you, Arunima and Chitra. I think through emails I've communicated with you all, and of course Sanjay. He has also personally helped on the one-to-one during the Arohana competition. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kailash. And I think a big part of our community is when people reach out and help each other out, not for any particular selfish reason, but essentially to enable the community as a whole to grow and develop. And that is what has made, one of the big lessons I learned from Silicon Valley is that the whole idea of contributing and what is called paying forward is an ingrained part of the DNA there, right? And that is something that I think, Kailash, thank you so much for making the offer of volunteering on the technical side. And I make a request to everybody who, if you know people or you yourself feel you can volunteer some time in whatever capacity, do reach out to us. We'll be very happy to engage with you and make the best use of your skills and experience and expertise. Now over to Vidya for the closing remarks.
Okay, thanks, Sanjay. Thank you, everybody, for being here, for taking time out. Nice to see all the familiar faces. And as you have supported over the last year, I look forward to your support on behalf of the NICE team to continue to collaborate in all ways possible and in helping startups and enterprises raise capital or in mentorship or in bringing visibility to the NICE vision itself. I'll be in touch with all of you during the course of time and for various of our initiatives. Thanks again, Hari. Thanks, Sanjay, for this opportunity. Thank you all for being here. And always a phone call away if you need anything from our end. And also special thanks to Makanji, Kotiji, and Srinivasji, who will be part of our team in supporting all our activities. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Thank you very much indeed.